everybody? It's your boy Big Omega, Big Places. I'm gonna be on here for about an hour. Got my setup going on. Let me see what up. Hold up. Got everything looking good. It look good. Everything. I can do that. Yeah. Alright. I can do this. Let me see. Alright. Typing in the chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Super late. I had to set everything up, bro. I had to get everything good. See, I had to come this way. So people gonna look when they come in. What's going on, chat? What's up, everybody in the chat, man? It's your boy Big Omega, man. Late night coming in here. Just got everything set up. I hope y'all like the visuals. But I am a spiritual card master, the original tarots. I'm in here doing connecting, courtesy of the beloved ancestors. Doing free readings. I'm gonna be on here for about like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So you guys want to connect, get with your boy, chop it up, talk spiritually, or whatever. I'm here for you. I've been doing this since about 2020. Came up with my own style. Always, bro. I wonder if I'm, hold on. I wonder if it shouldn't matter though, bro. Mm. Do it like this. It really shouldn't matter. Alright. Alright, so let me see. Alright, y'all. I got my look like everything running optimal right now. Look like everything running optimal, so my form of reading, bro, is emotional. First, it's all about energy. You know what I'm saying? And when you get your energy, your emotional energy right, you know, everything starts to flow better, bro. Especially when you get to realizing that you are the architect, you are the designer, you're the builder of this, of your own reality, your own existence. You know what I'm saying? When you start pulling your energy right and understand that, you're in control or you are the driver, you're not mindlessly driving down the road of life. You can actually take the wheel and steer your ship to where you want to go, man. It's liberating, bro. Understand that you have the power. Everything that's in the universe is inside of you. Everything that you can find outside of you is inside of you. You know what I mean? So for the people in the room, for people that want to see this in the future, I just like to say thank you for coming through. And before I get started with anything, I just want to first of all, I just want to give a big thanks and gratitude. Thank you, Great Divine Mother. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, vast amount of universe. And thank you, divine beloved ancestors. Ashe. And now we open, we live, baby. We ready to rock and roll. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. Get a little libation. Get a little libation going. Okay. Okay. I really appreciate, man, people coming through the stream. And so, man, if y'all following me, man, thank y'all for coming back. If y'all not following me, man, please follow. Guarantee you love it. You know what I'm saying? I do not charge for my services. You know what I'm saying? All I require is equal reciprocity, man. If I'm showing love to you, show love back. If I'm giving you beautiful energy, give beautiful energy back. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing something wonderful for you, do something wonderful for me back. And if not for me, for somebody else. Just keep paying this forward, bro. That's how this thing works. We on the road to 7,000. 7,000 people. We need 7,000 people to actually watch their thoughts, change their thoughts, raise their vibration, trying to change the vibration of the earth. Start with 7. All we need is a good 7,000, bro. Start with a good 7,000. So let's pull some chakra energy cards, some wisdom cards before we get started. Okay, I feel good. And for any of my budding any readers, anybody want to read? I want to pick up tarot and read. If y'all doing readings, look, man, there's not no special way to do this. What I would tell y'all, man, listen, do what you doing. If it feels good, do it. Don't force it. Do it till it feel good. Do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Do it till it feel good, bro. So, the first chakra card for the late evening, early morning. Again, the sixth chakra, the third eye chakra. The sixth chakra is talking about wisdom, detachment, discernment, inspiration, knowledge, trusting in a higher source. I trust in a higher source, and I acknowledge my direct connection with it. In the stillness, I listen for the wisdom inside, and I am open to the spirituality that is within and all around me. I know that love is the creative force. I meditate, and I welcome mystical truths. I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quest from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. Pisces Omega at your service, people. And that's it. And that goes for me as well. You know what I'm saying? We always seeking knowledge. 'Cause we know we connected. We know we connected to higher. It's within us. We're a part of all this. And we're for something greater. That's why it's important for us to seek out truth, knowledge about ourselves. The third chakra, the solar plexus. The third chakra is talking about inner peace, personal power, self confidence, self worth, self acceptance, trusting and accepting our gut feelings, trusting ourselves, freedom of choice. I have the freedom to choose, so I choose wisely because my decisions have a great impact on how I see myself and how I feel about myself. I own, accept, and express my feelings unreservedly, and do not try to excuse me, and do not try to escape them with my own mind games. I have free will to choose how I respond to any situation. I choose to respond with wisdom, clarity, and understanding. I have the freedom of choice, so I choose to choose wisely. And how more wisely can you choose with having more knowledge, more information? You know what I'm saying? More knowledge, more information, you can choose more wisely, make better thoughts, better choices. Better ingredients. And the third card, the second chakra, the sacral chakra. You know, so the sacral chakra is dealing with sexuality, sensuality, mentoring, and honoring, and nourishing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's actually the sensuality card. I get that a lot being a Pisces, very sensual being. I encourage myself to express my sensuality and emotions creatively, using all my faculties, including touch, voice, actions, and creative abilities, such as art, craft, music, acting, cooking, gardening, and writing. I practice being aware of and enjoying my senses, being nourished and stimulated by the natural world, such as by landscapes, people, weather, animals, aroma, and sounds. Bro, I love this card, the sensuality card, man, because when you talk about sensuality, it's about getting in nature, and experiencing things, What it says, I encourage myself to express my sensuality and emotions creatively, creatively using all my faculties, touch, my voice, actions, creative abilities, through art, crafting, music, acting, cooking, gardening, writing, just turning up, tapping into our talents, expressing ourselves, and being aware. I practice being aware and enjoying my senses, being nourished. I practice being aware of and enjoy my senses being nourished and stimulated by the natural world. You know what I mean? Let the natural world stimulate you. Get outside, let the sun. Every morning I try to get out in the sun, man, put my face in the sun, hold my palms up, and I start turning my back, putting my neck down, letting that sun get on the back of that neck, shoulders. It feels so awesome, bro. You know, every chance I get, you know what I'm saying? The type of job I have, I'm always outside. So if I find a nice spot outside, man, I pull over, take my shoes off, hop in the grass, run around, frolic, pick up rocks, fruit, find nice sticks off the ground. You know what I mean? Just being present. People, I enjoy people, the weather, animals, sounds, smells, all that, bro. 632, if anybody interested in the numbers. Sixth chakra, third eye, acknowledge spirit. The third chakra, the solar plexus, freedom of choice. And the second chakra, sensuality. You know, man. Ashe. Let me get a quote going, bro. Get a quote going. See, the reading style my readers do, you know what I mean? It's a fine meal, bro. It's fine dining, bro. 5 course. You know, you get your appetizers, your soup, your salad, your main course, fine drinks, lovely morsels, and then a wonderful dessert, bro. Like, and that's what make my reading style, bro. And I know I might be, yeah, I enjoy it. This is how I started reading myself, helping myself, the same way. So I've been doing myself, and I'm not only the president. I'm the client, bro. That's how I started doing me. It worked for me, so I know it'll work for y'all, bro. Get a quote going, a direct quote, straight from the ancestors. You know, the thing about I learned how to, you know what I'm saying, step aside because yes, this wonderful, beautiful, divine light forces operating inside me, inside and all around. You know what I'm saying? But energy is conscious, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors coming with beautiful energy as well, and so I give space to them, room to them, let the ancestors speak. And let's get a direct quote, straight from the beloved ancestors. I show you. If any of you guys want a personal reading, like I said, or you want to know your birth card, just put your birth date in the chat. Not your year, don't need your year, just your date, your month, and your day. Just the birth month, birthday. Myself a two of diamonds. Everybody has a birth card. I'm sure I'm talking about. Everybody has a birth card. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all say this? Everybody has a birth card. Each month, how many days in the month has a birth card assigned to it? Each day of the month has a birth card assigned to it. And I've been using these techniques. This thing works very well. Just like a birth chart, everybody has a birth card, bro. What's going on, everybody in the chat, man? Thanks for everybody coming in the chat. It's your boy Pisces Soulmaker here, man. Right in the middle of a fantastic ancestor message. Like I said, you guys would like a personal, anybody would like a personal reading, you know what I'm saying? Put your birth date, month and day, not your year. Don't need your year, month and day. So if you miss anything, we talk about acknowledging spirit, you know what I'm saying? And understanding we have the freedom to choose. And, you know, and sensuality, you know, encouraging ourselves to express ourselves, you know, in the natural world, you know what I'm saying? And so right now we're going to pull a direct quote from the beloved ancestors, you know what I'm saying? And this quote for everybody in the room, including myself, and for those who's going to see this in the future. Ashe. Like I said, man, we're going to roll to 7,000, man. 7,000 people, man. We can change the vibration of the earth. Change the vibration. We can change the energy, bro. By watching our thoughts. Putting beautiful thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Putting beautiful thoughts into the atmosphere, into the ether. Beautiful, loving thoughts, bro. Changing our thoughts. Changing our mindset. Actively watching our thoughts, bro. Alright, that feels good. Let me cut these up. Direct quote straight from the beloved ancestors. And I quote, "The speed of the leader determines the rate of the pack." The speed of the leader determines the rate of the pack. Number 7. What 7 is about? 7 is about spirituality, 7 planets, you know what I'm saying? It's about overcoming spiritual blocks, overcoming emotional blocks, rising spiritually, rising, you know what I'm saying, being aware of our emotions, you know what I'm saying, being aware of the things that affect us, you know what I'm saying, in our relationships, You know what I'm saying? In ourselves, that seven, that beautiful seven. The speed of the leader determines the rate of the pack. The speed of the leader, bro. Follow the leader, bro. What's on the back? Adversity reveals genius. Adversity reveals the genius, and prosperity conceals it. That's so funny by Horace. Horace said that. Adversity reveals the genius, and prosperity conceals it. And so, like these techniques, the things that we doing, right? These things was born. It's funny. So, like these things, everything that we doing, the spirituality, the card reading, all this stuff about turning within, it was born out of necessity. Something was inherently wrong, you know what I'm saying? And so we had to invent these things. We had to turn inward, you know what I'm saying? Out of adversity. The adversity we was going through, bro, made us turn within. You know what I'm saying? Turn to these spiritual tools. Turn to these things that everybody told us not to do. You know what I'm saying? For all our lives, we was told to stay away from these things. You know what I mean? But adversity brought us to this. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. Adversity reveals genius. But prosperity conceals it. Why would prosperity need this? They already got everything. You know what I'm saying? How you think they got it? Just checking in the chat. See if anybody in the chat before I get started with the ancestor reading. How everybody doing in the chat tonight anyway though? I'm gonna show y'all a type of reading y'all never saw before in your life. Y'all never saw this before. Many receive advice, but only the wise profit from it. Many receive advice, only the wise profit from it. Anything you hear on here tonight, if it's relevant, let it marinate. If it don't apply, let it fly. Get it set up. Got my documents, got my documentations. Quick story about these cards, bro. These cards right here, I had these cards for a long time. These are the cards that finally pushed me to start doing the readings, you know what I mean? Because when I was thrifting one day, I love to thrift. I was in a Goodwill, and I collect cards, all types of cards, playing cards, old cards, whatever, you know what I mean? And I found these deck of cards, right? Brand new, it's brand new in the pack for $1. Found these cards brand new, right? And so, they was in a pack. And I had these packs sealed for a long time because I was up and down. I didn't know if I was going to do readers. I didn't even know if I was supposed to do readers. I knew I was pulled to do it. There was a lot of wonderful spiritual things I was going through. I was already into the astrology, and the card reading was just like a natural for me, like a natural evolution, right? And so, you know, I was going back and forth. You know what I mean with it. My friends, everybody looking at me sideways. You know what I mean? My family, you know what I mean? Because I'm in my house. You come in my house, I'm playing with the cards, or I'm studying, or I got my stuff. I'm not an occultist. I don't do anything in the dark. You know what I'm saying? This is the age of Aquarius. What was done in the dark is now done in the light, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an occultist. So, I don't have nothing to hide. I'm not doing nothing wrong or nefarious. You know what I mean? So I finally, opened up the cards, brand new pack, brand new deck of cards. And they were specialty cards. And on the back it said, no guts, no glory, bro. No guts, no glory. And I had the cards for like about 2 months before I even like opened them up. You know what I'm saying? So when I said that, no guts, no glory, it was it. And so, during my evolution of readings, you know what I'm saying, I found out about the little book, reading the playing cards, cartomancy, cardology, all that stuff, and I'm going to do the reading that I have found out to be the most accurate in terms of reading cards today. So let me get started. This reading, this is a channel ancestor message. All my readings, if they're not directed, and the ancestors always, always in the room, always present. Anyway, always present. Four hearts. They're always in our hearts, in our home. They're always with us. Four hearts. Four hearts is about the home. It's Cancer energy, that nurturing energy. Four hearts, the moon. Thoughts of the people. They always with us. You know what I'm saying? In our deepest recesses of our heart, they're always with us. Fourth house. The fourth house is that secret house, that house underneath the chart. You know what I'm saying? They always with us. You know what I'm saying? Always loving on us. Just like on the earth, they love on us from afar, bro. But not as far as you think. I'll tell you that. Not as far as you think. I didn't just jump into this willy-nilly, you know what I'm saying? Before I even got into this, man, I did so much soul searching and studying and everything about this because, you know what I mean? Like, this is support, you know what I'm saying? These are the things, these was the taboos. These was the keys to the devil, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Alright. Get a good shuffle going on. And once again, real quick before I get into the cards, let's get a thanks to the Great Divine Mother. Give thanks to the Heavenly Father. Give thanks to the vast abundant universe. That's never happened before. It happens very rarely. Here go the Queen of Hearts. Here she go, the mother, popping up. Thank you, Mom. Queen of Hearts. Where the camera at? Right here. Queen of Hearts energy. See how the card just popping out? It's the love. Scorpio energy. You know what I'm saying? That deep, transformative energy. You know what I'm saying? But the Queen of Hearts, man, this is mother. She's about truth. This queen represents truth in general. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking the truth to see how the truth just popped out. Speak the truth. Speak from my heart. You know what I'm saying? And this, when you see the Queen of Hearts, man, she has your best interest. She's a lover. She's your protector. She's your mom, your sister, your wife. You know what I'm saying? This woman she protects you. She's going to feed you. She's going to protect you. She's going to be there for you. She's going to tell you the truth. She'll even put her body on the line to protect you. I mean, Queen of Hearts, when it comes to loving on you and protecting you, it don't get no deeper than this. It don't get no deeper than the Queen of Hearts, bro. Queen of Hearts. I should just put her right here and just, you know what? Since she popped out like that. Boom, she gonna start it out. Scorpio. That's how we gonna start it, bro. Scorpio. So since she right here, and this is Pluto. See, this is Pluto energy, right? See, y'all gonna hear some. This is all about transformation, bro. And just shuffle the rest of these. So the chart already started Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising. Taurus in the 7th house. Is all fixed. The fixed cross, bro. Alright, boom. Hold up. Make sure I ain't. The camera, hold on, bro. I want to do the chart. Okay. Alright, boom. So Scorpio, boom, right? Here we go, Scorpio rising. This is Pluto. She's the Queen of Hearts. So, I'm gonna get at y'all real quick. Who is she? You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, she's the mother. She has your best interest. She loves you. You know what I'm saying? The Queen of Hearts, she loves us. You know what I'm saying? It's the great divine mother. She loves us. You know, Sophia. You know, this is the truth. This is about an emotional matter. This is the truth in general. Right? So Pluto, what is Pluto? She's Pluto, right? So this is about transformation, regeneration, and power. This is what Pluto represents. Deep psychological transformation and uncovering what is hidden or repressed. It speaks about power, loss, death, rebirth, and healing. Wherever Pluto is placed, it asks us to face our shadow and release what no longer serves. This journey can be intense but ultimately liberating, offering the potential for profound inner renewal and regenerative strength. And where is Pluto at? The first house. Boom. So Pluto first house is telling us, listen, we are very powerful. This is the truth. We have the power to transform, regenerate, and it's in Scorpio. She's in her own sign. She's in her own sign. So she's operating with immense power. Alright? This is about the character, our brain, the general state of our health, our personality, the struggle of our life. This is our actions, right? This is the first house. First house is about our outward appearance, our character in general. You know what I'm saying? This is about the head, what's going on. This is what we should be thinking about, transforming what? The brain, our mind. Queen of Hearts. This is the truth. She's out here being true. We're talking about transform your mind. And is it easy to say? Yes. Is it hard to do? Transformation is very hard. To strip away all those old things that you've been doing your whole life. Because now nothing is making sense. Up is not down, right is not left. Bring us a little closer. Jack of Spades energy, right? Virgo energy. So now you got Mercury. You got Pluto and Mercury. Right? Changing what? Transforming what? This is Mercury, right? But it's the Jack of Spades, right? You know, Mercury represents two signs, Gemini and Virgo. Virgo, Earth, Jack of Spades. Mercury, Air, Jack of Clubs, right? But you see, Jack of Spades, Virgo, very dark thoughts. If Mercury's is thoughts, then the Jack of Spades is representing dark thoughts. And also represents thoughts of the Queen of Spades and the King of Spades, you know what I'm saying? Dark thoughts, you know what I'm saying? It represents our values, second house. Sagittarius, you know what I mean? So you got Sagittarius. The second house is talking about our financial circumstances, our possessions, our values, our families, things of that nature, right? That's the second house. But you got the Jack of Spades in the second house, right? And so the Jack of Spades, this guy is untrustworthy, right? Depressed, lonely. You know, some of us is in trouble with ill dispositions, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes mentally been being nasty, you know what I'm saying? Our family values. So some of these, this is where our family values, we come up mean and nasty and tough and, you know what I'm saying, talking to each other in a harsh way. You know, just, and it blocks, it's hurtful, you know what I'm saying? This Jack of Spades been through so much emotional pain, you know what I'm saying? It's been like being separated from the mother, you know what I'm saying? You see how they looking away from each other. Like this Jack of Spades is like we've been being separated from our mother, going through so much pain and anguish, being separated from our mother, right? Boom. Second house. what's Mercury? See, Mercury is about our thinking, our communication, intellect, and learning. You know what I'm saying? So the values that we learn. You know, Mercury governs the way we perceive and process, communicate. You know, symbolizes our mental habits, our learning style, how we make sense of the world, psychologically. Mercury shows where our curiosity lies, how we, you know, how we dialogue with others, how we talk with others. And, you know, our inner narrative as well. It shapes our experience. And it's like we have a dark inner narrative going on right here. This Jack of Spades, second house, right? But it's Sagittarius. You know, what type of dark thoughts do we have? You know what I'm saying? Where's this going on at? It's going on in Sag. It's going on in Sagittarius, right? Mutable fire. Important thing about mutable fire, that spiritual fire, we have the ability to change because it's mutable. But you talk about Sag, in analogy with Jupiter, you know, this is our psychological nature, you know what I'm saying? It's naturally the second, we should be extroverted, we should be happy and jovial, independent, you know what I'm saying? Oriented towards expansion, you know what I'm saying? But with the Jack of Spades here, it's restricting, you know, restricting those Sagittarian thoughts, those humanitarian thoughts, those thoughts of our values, our families, those thoughts have been restricted. I'll pick up a little momentum with this. You know, we have the soul of a leader. The soul of a leader. But with this Jack of Spades here, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff is being hidden. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on? First time chat in the room, Vulcan. What's happening? Vulcan 3, what's going on, brother? Six of Diamonds. Man, just in here, man, reading up, man, doing that little reading. Big time Pisces, bro. Pisces 4 times, actually. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury. Six of Diamonds, Leo energy, doing the reading. Would you like a reading, bro? What's your That's crazy. Pisces, Sun, and Aquarius, Moon. Awesome, bro. Pisces, Sun, Aquarius, Moon. So that very sensitive nature, but then deep down, you know what I'm saying, very, you know what I'm saying, very, very, very intelligent, futuristic thinking, very humanitarian. Very future forward thinking, you know what I'm saying, in your heart. You know what I'm saying? That moon in Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, with Aquarius is all about pouring out the spirit. And so, boom, you know what I mean? With Pisces, you learning all these spiritual things. And then you love to experience and pour out your spiritual knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all my stuff, if you look at it, is in Pisces, but then when you look at the sidereal chart, when it go back 23 degrees, everything moves into Aquarius. Yeah, very spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Very spiritual, you know what I'm saying? And very much into very much into the new technologies, you know what I'm saying? Truth, very much into the truth, looking for truth too. Thanks for that follow up. We got 10, boy. We on the road to 7,000, baby. We on the road to 7,000. I was just throwing my quotes. You know, many receive advice, but only the wise profit from it. I'm really honored, Vulcan 3, for you to come through, man, and partake on what I do. I do not read tarot. As you can see, I read the style of the playing cards, the little book. But it's the whole universe in your very hands, so. What's your would you like to know your birth card? Everybody has a birth card. I'm actually a 2 of diamonds. You know what I'm saying? That Sag energy. I'm Pisces, but that 2 of diamonds, I have that the gift of communication, spiritual communication, you know what I'm saying? Higher thought, higher knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And my values, my Sagittarius values, you know what I'm saying? It's all about expansion and joy, you know what I'm saying? And traveling and experiencing things. And I value those things, you know what I'm saying? And I spread knowledge and I'm all about telling the truth. You know, and stepping outside the box too, bro. So, you have a question or any particular thing that you want to direct the reading, or would you do general? Everybody always do general, but you know what I'm saying? I'll tell people, you know what I'm saying, when you're in a position with somebody gifted like myself, you know what I'm saying, direct your intentions, but whatever you feel comfortable with doing. Them general readings be fire though. I'm telling you, I love a general reading because they be fire. Ancestors don't be playing because when you say general, ancestors be like, okie dokie. Let's tell you what's really good. Like the general is like really like the top. All right, Vulcan 3, I appreciate you. All right. So this time I'm gonna do your reading, bro. We're gonna pull you a chakra wisdom card. We're gonna start with that. Something for you to focus on in the reading and moving forward. Direct message from the Great Divine Mother and the Heavenly Father, the vast abundant universe, and the divine beloved ancestors, Ashe. And they will give you a nice magic square. Well, let's do a pyramid of truth. Magic square, a pyramid of truth. Magic square, a pyramid of truth. Which one you want? Thank you for voting through. Awesome. The pyramid of truth. They awesome, bro. The Chakra Wisdom card, and thank you, Great Divine Mother. Thank you, Vast Abundant Universe. Thank you, Divine Beloved Ancestors. Thank you, Heavenly Father. It's the first chakra, the base chakra. And first of all, let's talk about physical stability, you know, security, being self-sufficient, and responsibility for self, right? And so, it's the instinct card. And it says, I trust that my instincts are correct, and I let my natural intuitive feelings guide me forward. I will know what I need to do and how to respond with wisdom to situations that come my way. I have an innate desire to be of service in life. As I tap into this feeling, I will know what service I am called to do. I believe in myself. Ashe. Beautiful. Because I see you ready to serve. That's what it's like. You ready to get out there. You just trying to figure out the lane. The instincts. Gotta pull you through. The second chakra. Again, dealing with sensuality, mentoring, honoring, and nurturing ourselves. The abundance card, right? I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of anything that I require. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. Ashe. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive and I am open to receive now. I remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. Ashe. And I love the fact that you got the card that says, I watch my thoughts. Because that's what it's all about. We need, on the road to 7,000, to change this energy, the vibration. All we need is to watch our thoughts, to change our energy, put beautiful love and energy into this. And your last card. The 7th crown chakra. Seventh crown is talking about divinity and serenity, oneness with all, our divinity, selfless realization, understanding, and enlightenment. And it's the selflessness card. And it says, I am kind to all. I am aware that everything I do or say affects others. I will help those who seek it, and I will seek out ways to be of service. I develop an attitude of looking for ways to help others instead of always waiting to be asked. Everything I do from a spiritual perspective, and I put my heart into it. Ashe. That's wonderful. So in the beginning of your journey, remember to use your instincts and understand that you have an abundance of anything that you need. And because of that, it reminds us to be selfless and give. You know, and give from the heart. And now, the Pyramid of Truth. I love these. So what the Pyramid of Truth is 10 cards. And what you're going to have is 4 cards on the bottom is going to give you the foundation, right? It's the foundation. Everything that you build, everything that you want right then, this is what you're standing on, right? So then the 3 cards, right? 3 cards, it's going to give you the present situation, right now. Present situation right now. The top 2 cards is going to get you, what do you know? What you're looking at, what you can see right now. The card on the right is the card that you can't see, which you're not aware of as of yet, right? And the capstone, the top card, right, is going to be the realization of the entire thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like the culmination. I hope I explained that right. Oh, you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. Quick fact about them cards. So, in the beginning of my reading cards, you know what I'm saying, I was on the fence about reading cards, you know what I'm saying, and I was always taught to stay away from this type of stuff. And so I found these cards and 5 and below, you know, so it was $5, you know, you can't beat that. And these the cards started me on my journey, my emotional healing journey, and they've always been wonderful and accurate and wonderful, and I love using them, and I love the fact that you enjoy them as well. Rider Waite. I understand. Quick fact though, so, you know, I thought I was going to do the Rider Waite as well. I started studying that, but I wasn't going to spend 50, 60, 70 bucks on a brand new tarot deck, right? And so I started trying to study ways to convert a playing card deck into tarot cards. And then that went wrong because the meanings was all wrong. It wasn't resonating with me. And then I come to find out that the playing cards was actually the original form of tarots. And then everything just grew from there. You're really going to enjoy this. Alright. A couple more shuffles. Stop monologuing on here. You got me monologuing, Vulcan. Let me see the best way for you to see this. So let's start with the foundation. Alright. 3 of diamonds. Leo energy, right? 3rd house. Talking about communication, siblings, you know what I'm saying? Talking about your everyday places you go, your short journeys, your education, you know what I'm saying? 3s talk about things growing, right? So things growing. What's growing is, you know, finances is growing. See, 3s representing, you know, energy, the power of imagination, things of that nature, right? And so 3s, and this is also Leo energy, right? This is Leo. So 3s is representing growth, you know, 2 things coming together to produce 1, right? And so this three of diamonds is talking about, money growing slowly but surely, you know. Things are on the increase, things are growing on the increase, you know what I'm saying? But the one thing about the three of hearts is, sorry, the three of diamonds, it also represents, scattered energy, you know what I'm saying? It's about staying focused, focusing your energy, you know what I'm saying? On again, off again, it's like part time. It's like when you see the three of diamonds, it's like scattered energy is something that you're doing part time right now. You know what I mean? On again, off again. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the basis of, that's the cornerstone. You know what I'm saying? You got to persevere if you want this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very familiar with the three of diamonds. I get this all the time. Three of diamonds. This is the foundation. Seven of spades, ten of hearts, big joker. All right, bam. It's a strong foundation. All right, so now what's going on here with the three of diamonds, right? The Leo energy is this Capricorn energy, right? This seven of spades, this Capricorn energy, all right? And so what this is problems. When you see spades, now you're starting to see the problems, the blocks, the issues, the cracks in the foundation, if you will, right? So this is about, spades represents negativity, problems, you know what I'm saying? Blocks, things of that nature. The seventh itself represents a block, right? So this is like double trouble. It's like a double block, right? It's like a double trouble. So this is about, mysteries, things that are hidden, right? Finding things out. You're finding things out. You know what I'm saying? And certain things that you find out, might be a little, unsettling for you. You know what I'm saying? Seven of spades energy, you know what I'm saying? But, it's like, because you got to go, especially when you find stuff out about relationships, you know what I'm saying? And it brings delays, you know what I'm saying? Girlfriend of Capricorn. So, about to say, so, and it's about relationships. So, you're talking about relationships. So, that's the block, right? So, financially, the money growing, but the seven of spades, the relationship, the Capricorn energy, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, Capricorn is the opposite of Cancer. Cancer is that nurturing love, that nurturing love energy is the moon. You know what I'm saying? It's very palpable, you know what I'm saying? But Capricorn energy is not, not as warm, you know what I'm saying? Capricorn is very sensitive, you know what I'm saying? But it's of a cold nature. Capricorn is cold, dry, you know what I'm saying? Saturn, the energy is Saturn itself. And, this is about restriction and delays. You know what I'm saying? Seven of spades, this is about restriction and delays. And what's being restricted and delayed, you know what I'm saying? Maybe communication or education or something going on about the money or the finances, like things was growing, but right now, but the seven of spades is blocking that right now. You know what I'm saying? This is the foundation of everything, right? All right, the seven of spades. Also talk about the seventh house and relationships, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about the seventh house relationships, yeah, it's Capricornian energy. So, I say about Capricorn, it's a very me type of energy, you know what I'm saying? And Capricorn is all about perfection, you know what I'm saying, and working. It's a very hard working sign, and they, because they want to provide, you know what I'm saying? And they want, and they don't, things take time. And it's also things take time in a relationship. Things just take time, you know what I'm saying, to build what they really want. And what Capricorn is really trying to do is build something strong and solid, you know what I'm saying? But Ten of Hearts, Cancer energy, the opposite of Capricorn. See, seventh house, Capricorn, the opposite, Ten of Hearts. This is about things being set in motion. Cancer energy, like it's a big family, you know what I'm saying? It's like a big family gathering, you know what I'm saying? Things being set in motion, you know what I'm saying? Also, tens is talking about, you know what I'm saying, like endings, you know what I'm saying? Or because the end of a cycle, you know what I'm saying? Something new is about to begin. And this is about happiness and being fulfilled. This is what the Ten of Hearts is talking about, happy life, family life, marriage, relationships, and things about that nature, right? But, the Ten of Hearts also talks about, things being set in motion, you know what I'm saying? and it's all about, when I see the 10 of Hearts, it's about family gatherings. So you're talking about big family gatherings. You know what I'm saying? A big family. You know what I'm saying? You're from a big family, big, and the mother, and the mother is very important. Like your mom, 10th house, you know what I'm saying? The moon energy, you know what I'm saying, is very prevalent, very strong. And it's because 10 of Hearts, Cancer energy, you know what I'm saying? Moon ruling Cancer, 10th house, you know what I'm saying? And so I come from a very well known family too, a big family, and a family that's very well known too. You know what I'm saying? Big family that's well known. You know what I'm saying? In your area, wherever you from, you know what I'm saying? Y'all well known in that. You know what I'm saying? But then, the foundation of that, 10 of Hearts, boom, you got the big joker, right? And with this big joker is upside down. And now 10 of Hearts, this family thing is like everything's been turned upside down in a major way because Joker's, this is the universe, you know what I'm saying? And, represents, you know, awakenings and, things happening, chaos. The spirit of the universe is chaos. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily in a bad way, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily in a good way, but definitely represents unexpected things happening, you know what I'm saying? And so because of this chaos, this unexpected things happening, you know what I'm saying, seem like maybe a disruption in the family, you know what I'm saying? Because the relationships is already tough relationships, you know what I'm saying? But, the saving grace of that was the family, you know what I'm saying? It's like the family is the nurturing, like the big nurturing family, you know what I'm saying? But with the chaos, the last cornerstone is the big joker, you know what I'm saying? What speaks about chaos, things being turned upside down, you know what I'm saying? And this could be because the universe is calling out and revealing everything. We're in the age of Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things are being revealed. So now, let's get what's going on right now, present moment. 4 of Diamonds, Aries energy. 7 of Clubs again, 2 sevens now. So you talk about major changes too. And 10 of Diamonds, short trips. Maybe a short trip, change. All right, so boom. So now, what's going on right now? It's 4 diamonds, right? And so, 4 diamonds fours again is representing stability, right? First of all, let's start with the 4. Let's talk about stability. You know what I mean? But this is talking about, you know, finances, financial stability, right? This is going on right now. The finances, the financial stability, right? Fours is talking about legal, anything as far as money and finances, legal documents. It could be a paper or a check, anything square, 4 corners of a legal document, a certificate, a license, a check, could be a bank note, it could be the bank itself, something going on with the bank, you know what I mean, contracts, you know what I'm saying, what's going on right now. Also, you know what I'm saying, with this 4 diamonds, but this is more, you know what I'm saying, the spirituality, you know what I'm saying, fours also representing the home, you know what I'm saying, coming from a very spiritual, probably a traditionally spiritual home, you know what I'm saying. 7 because like you see the 3 of Diamonds plus the 4 diamonds now plus 4 diamonds plus the 3 gives you 7 of Diamonds, right? So now you got 1 7, 2 sevens, 3 sevens, right? So before I get into the 7 of Clubs, 4 diamonds with the 3 of Diamonds, you put that together, it's leading us right into the sevens. Sevens is talking about the financial situation right now, right? And the spiritual situation. Everything is energy. It's like energy. So if it's energy, so financially, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? These are the situations right now, you know. And it's talking about, you know, trying to, manage finances and deal with spirituality. It's also talking about blocks, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, coming from spiritual blocks, being not having this type of background, maybe coming from a traditional background or people that you know are more traditional in their spirituality. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Wow, that's very on point." 7 of Diamonds. Seven of Diamonds is talking about, again, also astrology and then mysticism. You know what I'm saying? And these things are happening now. It's like you could be right in the middle of your, you know, awakening or just coming out of it. So now you're deep into the astrology and the mysticism and, and the healing and all that, right? And the thing about it is, Seven of Diamonds and now Seven of Clubs. Seven is again talking about the practical problems, the problems with work. So this is like the work problems, and he's trying to balance. It's like you're trying to balance the spirituality with regular life, with work, and I mean that's just why, right now is the income or energy is not flowing like it should be, because Seven of Clubs, Libra energy, things not balanced. Things is out of balance right now. This is the middle. This is like the inner chamber of the pyramid, right? Things are not balanced. Seven of Clubs. And this is the practical problems that you're dealing with right now. The work problems, problems with, getting traction with the goals and things that you want, you know. So, you know, also it's like, it's like, and it's also, but this is like Seven of Clubs also is talking about faded moments, chance encounters, things of that. And so you have all these type of experiences, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like you're trying to figure out how to balance this, right? And I ain't get into the flow of it, right? But you got diamonds going into the flow. This is about, you got to learn how to balance, how you going to balance your energy. You got to learn how to start applying your power. Applying your power, you know what I'm saying? Investing your money, balancing your finances, you know what I'm saying? If the money that you're not, or energy, it's not coming, like you got to start, balancing the things that you have. You know what I'm saying? Balancing them things, you know what I'm saying? And bringing everything, it's all about bringing everything, your energy and your mind, your intellect, your mind and your energy, bringing all that into balance, right? Seven of Clubs energy, because these are the blocks. And then you got three spades, so you got three sevens, right? So now you got you got the seven of spades, where it's though, first of all, then you got the seven of spades, where it's like you got the double trouble, where it's though in the foundation, right? Because you're finding out about the spirituality, that's the foundation. When you're finding things out, I can see maybe, let me just continue, right? This is having an effect on the energy, spirituality, finances, everything, right? Starts affecting work, relationships. All this is about relationships too. Relationships, our business relationships, our personal relationships, because that's what this thing does. When spirituality jumps in, relationship starts to suffer, especially if we ain't balancing it, right? So boom, Seven of Clubs energy, this Libra energy, talking about how to balance it, right? So then, Ten of Diamonds. Clubs coming out of Ten of Diamonds. Diamonds coming out of clubs, So, this talking about increase in power and rewards and money from your work, right? This is Ten of Diamonds. So this is, again, tens, talking about financial independence. This is what you're working for, balancing. This is what you're trying to balance, right? This is what's going on right now. You balancing for your financial independence, right? Trying to seal deals, business success, right? And then because of this, because of the financial, you're trying to, and then Ten of Diamonds also, it's about your career and your status and your reputation, you know what I'm saying? You gotta start moving around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Traveling, maybe leaving home, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys live maybe in a rural area or, suburb, country area. Maybe you gotta start going back and forth, maybe into the city or, you know what I mean? Where there's more prospects. Let me see. My bad. Let me see. All right. Yeah, I like the job. I was offered from the government. They said I would have to start at 4:30 a.m. That's crazy hours to me. I'm going to tell them I want an offer more reasonable. It's messing with my head. Laugh out loud. Four. Look. Check this out. So that's funny. You say 4:30. So you want to see something? Now, this is going on now. 4 o'clock, 4 diamonds. This is actually 4:30. And I kid you not, this is actually 4:30. Why? Because I can't explain it to you now. Right, check this out. This is why this is 4:30. cards have a solar number, right? Heart's solar number is 0. Club solar number is 13. Diamond solar number is 26. Spade solar number is 39, right? So what I do is, if I had this on paper, I would have the 4 right here with the solar number 30. I haven't put it on paper. When I put it on paper and show you, 430. This actually would be 20. You know what I'm saying? 430. That's crazy. 430 going to work. And this is actually the work card. You know what I'm saying? 7 of clubs, the work card. You know? But look, 10 of diamonds. Yeah. 10 of diamonds. You're going to try to change the deal. You know, Aries energy, 10th house. You know what I'm saying? So when you got Aries in the 10th house, it's about you being more bold and brash. And I guess I see you being more bold and brash about your careers and what you want to do, 10th house. And for your money and whatever, because 430. And like I said, you leaving from the country, rural area, going to the city, you know. So what can you see right now? Alright? 9 of hearts, Scorpio energy. Right? 9th house, the traveling, changing. You know. You might want to start getting there at 9 o'clock. 9 of hearts, you know what I'm saying? See, but 9 is all about change. This is the change, because you want change. So, yes. Scorpio. Trying to transform. You want to change this. You want to transform this. 9 of hearts. That's what you can see right now. You know what I mean? 9 of hearts energy. It's about a wish, actually. It's your wish. That's what your wish. What you see is a wish. You know what I'm saying? 9 of hearts is the wish. So your wish is to change. What you want changes for the better. 9 of hearts is all about change. Change your heart's desire. And you wish this will come true. And then have a change of heart. And everything will work out for the better. This is what you want. This is the wish, right? But this is what you're not understanding is going to be at. 2 9s now. 9 of spades. That ain't going to happen. 9 of spades. It's changes for what see. Now you got 2 9s. I'm going to get into the multiples. Because you got 3 7s. You got all multiples. 3 7s. 2 10s. And now 2 9s, right? And 2 9s. This is like the average effect. So you got Scorpio. This is the opposite. What's going to happen is the opposite. You got Scorpio and Taurus. Scorpio in 9th house, the wish. You want to change. You want to transform this. You know what I'm saying? For the better, right? But the 9 of spades, this is changes for the worse. This is a block. This is a big block. Nines, this is Taurus the bull. This is fixed. Because they stubborn. See, this is fixed. This is fixed. 9 of spades. That's what you're not saying. Everything is like set in stone. It's fixed. It's Taurus. It's like it's no room. The only step to go from there is 10. And that would just to be changed. That would bring the job to an end. You see? At the top, Queen of Spades, Venus, the bull, Taurus. And see, and this is Venus. This is Taurus. This is Venus. This is at the top. This Queen of Spades at the top. She a tough customer. I know this is a very dark woman. She's an older lady. She's the boss, right? It's like the boss. She's an older lady, married or widowed. She been there a long time. She's the head of all that. And she's fixed. This is Venus, right? But this is Venus. This is Earth Venus. And with Venus at the top of the pyramid, and she looking right at the nine of spades, changes for the worse. And she against you. You know, like it ain't gonna work with her. You know what I'm saying? The Queen of Spades energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's at the top of the pyramid. The Queen of Spades, and she's the block. She's the capstone. You know what I'm saying? It's Taurus energy. You know what I'm saying? And Taurus, that's fixed Earth. It's all about stability. She's all about stability, and her values. What's going on with her? It's Taurus energy. You know, it's fixed. It's feminine. You know. No, it was like I remember what I'm trying to say. Patience and persistence, right? Steadfast. This is the qualities of Taurus. Sustainable efforts. She's very slow in her thinking, and you're not going to be hearing from her. And once she has her mindset, once she's opted for orientation, once her mind is nothing, and anyone can make her change her mind. And if you made an agreement with her and you agreed to it, you know what I'm saying? She's not gonna like that. So she loathes changes. She doesn't like change. She's Taurus, the bull. She's fixed. She loathes changes in general. And once you've taken a few major unavoidable decisions in the course of your life, she's not going to change, bro. So let me get into the multiples. She a tough opponent, bro. You're going to have a strategy and use wisdom. If you want use a strategy and wisdom for this one, bro. Because she's not changing. You said she came across a bit pushy. Oh, yeah. She at the top. Hold up, let me read into I'm my bad because I may be getting to the comments now. My old truck driving job started at 7:30, and some nights I finish at 6. I'm thinking like I want them to offer me something more local, right? That was the woman talking about the job. She came across, see, I turned down a job offer at a sawmill back in February. I wish I took that. So you wish you took that? Yeah, bro, this situation, bro, her at the top, is fixed. She's blocking. Whatever this wish is, this 9 of hearts, the wish to change what you want. Scorpio, you want to change, grow, and transform. But this Taurus is blocked. She's happy with what way things are. She don't want to change. She happy with the status quo. And she right there at the top. That's what you don't know. And you know what I'm saying? She's blocking that change. So, what's your next move? Make your next move your best move. The work. Hold up, though. Let me get into the multiples, though. Because that's important. Because you got And it's a full house. See, look, you got a big family. You got three sevens, two tens, two nines, three sevens. It's a full house. It's a lot of stuff going on here. Two nines, a lot of trips, short trips. See the journeys, short trips back and forth. But you got major changes though. So you got multiples, you got major changes. So let me start with the first ones. First you had two sevens, right? So two sevens, life changes, right? So what's changing, right? Finances, problems with finances, and the foundation, and then right now, you know what I'm saying? That's what's bringing the two sevens was bringing the problems with the finances, right? Two sevens. Then you got three sevens, right? With the seven of clubs. And it's funny. So then you got three sevens, and this is right in the middle of all this changes, and then three sevens is all right in the middle of your emotion, your spiritual growth. So it's like as soon as you get going with your spirituality, you start having these money problems start coming up. You know what I'm saying, bro? Problems with you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, now it's like you really can't get into it how you want to, you know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to get the finances together. Because like the energies, they go hand in hand, right? And then you got two tens. And two tens is talking about the short trips, what we said, right? Like, boom. Just going back and forth, short trips. That's your business, you know, moving back and forth, short trips. You know what I'm saying? That's how you make your money. You know? And then two nines. Yeah, you in the travel, and look, two nines, the travel industry, and like, you definitely thinking about changing. You're thinking about changing because this is about attainment, higher education, the travel industry. So you might be thinking about right now, in the back of your mind, you might even think about changing your industry. You know what I'm saying? Changing what you do. This might have like, you know, in this industry, like I come from a long line of drivers and truck drivers, bro. So I know how the over the road thing go. Being in that truck, the toll to take on the body, and everything. The time away from your family, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely see you maybe trying to change industries. You know, attainment, higher education, maybe doing something different. Maybe going back to school. You know, something because you know, becoming your own boss, maybe because you know right now. Right, I can see that maybe coming to an end, you know, because right now it's like it's really tough right now. So after the readings, I hope you enjoyed the Pyramid of Truth, bro. And we could have got deeper and deeper into it, but you know what I mean? It was pretty straightforward. And if I'd have put it down on paper, good grief. Because when you put it on paper, it shows a lot of hidden secrets. A lot of numbers that you don't see when you just put them on the table. That's why I'm one of the most, I'd say, and I know this for a fact, one of the most accurate readers I've seen in the world. I'm one of the most accurate readers that you ever going to find, bro. And we just getting started. So what's your next move, right? What's your next move? Make your next move your best move, bro. That's crazy how she was at the top. You see how she was at the top of the pyramid? Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. The pyramid of truth is listen. The pyramids of truth is crazy because she was at the top looking down like nope. She and it's and then this is the thing that they'll know the who the cards are. Taurus energy. That's Venus, Black Venus. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't a friend. She against you. That had a simple fact, and then she looked at the nine of spades. You know what I'm saying? No, it's changes for the worse. She's not going to help you at all. She happy with the status quo. She right. You said, is she a black lady, or is she an older lady, or does she have black hair? because it's like, so the Queen of Spades represent like older ladies. You know what I'm saying? Widows or dark women. She either a very dark, either she's a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Or she a woman who wear black all the time, older and dark. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Well, she the Queen of Spades, bro. So what's your next move, bro? We're gonna see. What's your next move, your best move? And I just wanna give thanks. Get your next move, your best move, and then I'm gonna get you out of here with a note from the universe, bro. And I see you going back and forth with it, but bro, you just gotta, you gotta just relax. You're on the right path. You here with me, bro? You definitely on the right path, bro. Many receive advice. Only the wise profit from it, though, bro. Remember that. My goal is that people take the wonderful things they hear and apply it. Use the knowledge. Use the insights. Use the energy. Change the game. Fight. Win. I love when people come back. They be like, Pisces, you wouldn't believe it. And that happens to me all the time. Like, you was right. Oh my God. Ooh, I love when we win, bro. It's all about us winning, bro. So what's your next move, Vulcan 3? Yeah, I want to move into the earth moving industry. I think that would be more fun. I did go to school for that trail too. Have to go get recertified, get refreshed. Go play in the dirt. Hey, you might be doing excavating and be an excavating job and be on the forefront of some major discoveries, man. You never know what the universe got. Man, follow your heart, man. Your heart telling you go play in the dirt. Go play in the dirt, man. Don't do it. What's your next move? And let me stop monologuing, bro. Make your next move your best move. You don't got that much to do. It's like once you just get reacclimated, it's like you can get right into it too. Light work. Four spade energy, Capricorn. Look, this fourth house Capricorn. This is about the earth, dirt, that cold dirt, ground, right? It's so funny. This is Earth. Capricorn is cardinal Earth, right? Fourth house, right? Boom. Capricorn, Saturn, right? So right now, it's talking about instabilities, you know what I'm saying? And things that's not really going right now. You know what I'm saying? Also about, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not feeling the best. Health might not be good. But definitely an injustice. But this is definitely pointing to Earth. Six of Diamonds, Queen of Clubs. Five of Diamonds, Six of Spades. See all that Earth? Boom. Earth. Four of Diamonds. King of Diamonds, Eight of Diamonds, Three of Hearts. This is what I call make your next move your best move. So, what you got going on for your next move? So, this is talking about distance, sixes, a plan. Four of Spades, right? Moving on from this stagnation, because like fours is like no balance, not moving, nothing right now, right? So what's the plan? Sixes, Leos, distance, steps towards goals about, investments, related to cars. You might want to buy a car, you might need a new car, get in a car or something so you can travel now. You know what I'm saying? Get a new car because now you got to go a little distance, you know what I'm saying? Steps towards your financial goals. And Uranus, this is the truth. Queen of Clubs, this is the truth about business, right? This is so the Queen of Clubs. This is Uranus. This is like Aquarius energy, but this is Uranus, right? And so when you talk about the Queen of Clubs, she represents business, the truth about the business and overall. And this woman right here, she's a trusted friend. It's somebody that you might know. You know what I mean? She's a good friend. You know what I'm saying? She's been a businesswoman or a boss or superior, somebody like that. Very practical, outgoing ladies. And our truth is about business and work. And her truth is that she might have to do a little bit of work, a little leg work to get this. And she's looking at the Six of Diamonds, the distance that she might have to travel, or what I mean, transportation that you might have to lock down because you're gonna have to move around to get to these different places, whatever. Uranus, you know what I'm saying, and Uranus energy. You talk about stuff that happens. You talk about your being free. You want to be moving around and being free. Uranus is all about being free, moving around, and she's like, yeah, you want to move around and handle your business. You're gonna have to have reliable transportation. Boom, Five of Diamonds. Fives, purchase. Here you go. Fives again. Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy. You know what I mean? Fives is talking about, you know, related to the body, but this is about buying things. This Five of Diamonds, this is about you buying something. You know what I'm saying? What are you buying here? You like Sherry telling you, listen, you got to make plans, distance. Maybe the truth is about business. If you want to get to this business, this new businesses, you know what I'm saying, and make the investments, you're going to buy something. You know what I mean? You have to buy a new car or a truck. I don't know. Maybe you're looking at a dump truck or something like that, a big truck. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I mean? And you know, and Four Diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might be expensive. It might set you back to purchase. Because purchase six house something for work definitely works. Look, again, Earth. The sixth house is about work and things that you need for work, and this is again fixed Earth. This is Taurus doing what you want to do, what you love to do. Your passion, and boom. Yeah, you might have to spend the money on a new truck or something, but then it's going to stabilize you financially. You're going to start getting your money back. And then Mars, King of Diamonds, this is what you need. This is the energy you need to be in. Mars energy, Aries energy, you know what I'm saying? You know, being courageous, you know what I'm saying, and bold. Sometimes you got to be bold and courageous in this, you know what I'm saying? Take some chances on yourself, you know. I'm looking for my paperwork with Mars. Mars talking about, you know what I'm saying, the god of war in this. Aries energy. You know what I'm saying? But Mars activity, you know what I'm saying? It's like in a fire, our drive, what we pursue. Our instincts, action, gotta have some courage in this. You're dealing with some challenges, you know what I'm saying? Mars speaks about how you have to assert ourselves, assert our boundaries, and how we handle our frustration, how we channel our energy into meaningful pursuits. You know what I'm saying? Channel that energy into meaningful pursuits. You know what I'm saying? A healthy Mars. Mars is telling you to get more active. You got to get more active now. You know what I'm saying? And a healthy Mars is going to get your mind and your body right. As well, being more active. Eight of Diamonds energy, you know what I'm saying? You got all this beautiful energy around you. This group inside the eights is talking about thoughts about balancing your finances. And you talk about money and balancing your finances. You know what I'm saying? Once the work starts coming in, but you know what I'm saying? It's like once you make the decision, you know what I'm saying? You have a lot of energy around you, a lot of ways to make the money, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's like you know the business, you know what I'm saying? And you got people in the business, you know what I'm saying? You know people in the business, the owners of the business, people who can get you contracts or get you inroads or former teachers or colleagues. You know what I'm saying? Eight of Diamonds, eight's talking about you know what I mean, thoughts about, again, like I said, a group of people, you know what I mean? And this is all about your finances and building your money and things about that. And also, trying to balance it because you want to do stuff as well. The stuff that you do, your passions, like you got a passion for this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, so it's like you want to balance your work, what you need to do as far as yourself, financially, and also your spiritual pursuits. You know what I'm saying? You want to balance all that, you know what I'm saying? And, hey, take the time, you know what I mean? Like, hopping on your phone and making videos here. Start doing something. Start small, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to let it start, 3 of hearts, Scorpio energy, three small things start growing. Things is growing, you know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely. But threes is about, transformation, growing, because this is Pluto energy, Scorpio energy, you know what I'm saying? And it's about, growing in relationships, growing emotionally, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff is going to help you when you start getting back into that boss attitude, having your own, you know what I'm saying? Having your own, doing for yourself, not having to answer to somebody else because I know you hate that. You know what I'm saying? This is what is going to start bringing you back online. Your emotional wellness going on. You know what I'm saying? Also talking about, you know what I'm saying, something about relationships, third parties, you know what I mean, in the relationships, like either small children involved in relationships or another party involved in relationships, like a third party or, like a third party, like a love triangle or something like that, especially when the money get to flowing in or something like that. But overall, threes is talking about, things growing, the growth, you know what I'm saying? Emotional, growing, you personally growing emotionally, you know what I'm saying? And being fit and not worrying about, it's like, the truth and being decisive, which is, being assertive with your decisions, you know what I'm saying? And live with your decisions and working that out. 9 of diamonds. You see us. You see the 6 of spades blocking the look. You got so much. 10 of diamonds here. The success that you're looking for. 9 of diamonds here. You know what I'm saying? But what's in the middle? The purchase. Because you got to buy something. What you gonna buy? You're gonna buy the truck, and that's like, okay. So you're looking at like an energy block, but all it is something that you purchasing. You purchasing a big truck or a dump truck or something. You know what I mean? Let me look into the comments because I'm going. Let me see. So you got your stuff. So you want to get your stuff. So I mean, like, yeah, you got your YouTube. Let me see. I got my YouTube channel. Girlfriend has a young daughter. She needs still taken care of. Right. Y'all got young children. All right. And that's what this is all about. And that's so this was going to help you grow. The more financially stable, and the more you start following your dreams and wishes, because it's like every day that go by that you don't do what you want to do, it frustrates you. You know what I'm saying? And that frustration just leaks in, you know what I mean, into everything. And that's not you and your best energy. You know what I'm saying? And so I would say that's your next move. You know what I'm saying? And you got people that's going to support you. You know what I'm saying? But they not going to support you till you start supporting yourself and making that decision. Like boom. And yeah, that big truck. Let me see. Was I right about the dump truck? Let me see. 100%. That's stress. The health. See all this energy, stress. Leo energy, stress. 10 of diamonds here. Jupiter here. Queen of diamonds here. Got the truth about the finances, and you got the ability to make a lot of money doing this. You know what I'm saying? And you have the ability to be very successful with this. 10 of diamonds. And to bring everything into subjection, you know what I'm saying? But you can start doing things right now, you know what I'm saying? Start talking about it, start talking about what you know what I mean? It's like, especially with the 3 hearts, these 3 beautiful people, you know what I'm saying? You, your girl, her daughter, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got a good thing, you know what I'm saying? And it take work, you know what I mean? Relationships and families and blended families, that stuff take work, you know what I'm saying? With the right ingredients, you know what I'm saying? And the right support and the right communication, boom. Bro, it's everything right where you need to be. Yeah, it will be only a small dump truck. Hey, small dump trucks make money, bro. I've seen all types of earth movers, earth haulers. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the beauty about the dump truck. And I know about the dump trucks. Once you get to the site and you sitting there loading, boom, a lot of dump truck drivers have time on their hands. You know what I'm saying? Because they in the truck. You know, hey, you start multitasking, doing what you do, putting yourself out there, making your videos, getting your messages out there, getting your studying in. I mean, I drive as well, so you know what I mean? I understand. But it's all about family, the three hearts. You know what I'm saying? Mind, body, and soul. Man, woman, and child. You know what I'm saying? Bringing everything into harmony, bro. So let me get you a note from the universe, Vulcan. Only have my class 2 license. I can't drive anything bigger than 18,000 truck wise. Well, see, that might be the education that you might need. That might be the certifications or the license. See, the $4, the license. Remember we talk about the license that you might need? That four, here when they say make your next move your best move, here get the $4 again. The license. $4 to talk about anything as far as, you know, legal documents. And like I said, you don't have that. See, it's like certain documents you don't have. See, it's like maybe this is the document that you don't have. You don't have this. This is a document that you need. That what you said, you got your class 2 license, you can't drive anything, but maybe you need a 4. Class 4 that you got to step. You know what I mean? Or maybe get your class 3. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely about, you know what I'm saying, investing. You see the investment? This is about buying something new. About what you gonna invest in? New truck, maybe a big truck. Look at all your options, bro. Look at all your options, bro. That's car. You see the Ford. Now you might want to start. You say right away. You might want to start. Go get you some playing cards. Go to the corner store. Get you some. You probably got some playing cards in the kitchen drawer right now. You can start reading like your boy Omega. Having a class 4 can get you better job opportunities in earth movement. See what I'm saying? Boom. And if you got if you have the opportunity and the ability to do it in the time frame, look, this is called make your next move your best move, bro. And this ain't making small. I'm talking about this is your best move. We ain't talking about small things. Listen, if you're going to go down swinging. If you're going to do it big. Then that's what I say. And if you got the opportunity to do it, then go ahead and do it. If you don't, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I can live with the failure. I can live with failure, bro. I can't live with the what ifs. I personally can't live with what ifs, bro. What if I'd have did this? You know, be what if I'd have did what Omega? What if I'd have just followed? And then it's the thing. Follow your gut, follow your wisdom, follow your intuition, bro. And don't be scared. Don't do it in fear. Don't make no decisions out of fear and lack. And what ifs. I'm thinking about doing business outside my own town because there's 2 other guys doing that here. All right. Now you got to move around. Go where the money at. There's no reason why you can't get to the money. There's no reason why you can't travel. But you need to stabilize your transportation. Because you're going to have to move around to get to the money. All right, Vulcan, man. I really enjoyed this reading, bro. I really do. I enjoyed this reading, doing this reading for you, bro. It was. I really feel that you received it, and you got a lot of wonderful energy around you, bro. And I just want to congratulate you to your success, and I'm proud of you for the actions that you're taking. And you got a lot of wonderful people in your corner, and I don't want to overstep, but you got people looking at you, bro. And all you need to do is stand up. They love you and they respect you. Believe that you are loved and respected and appreciated too. Just want to tell you that, bro. You are loved, respected, and appreciated. And and for who you are and for how hard you fight and how hard you love, you are loved, respected, and appreciated. Don't you ever doubt that. I say. All right, come on, universe. All right, baby. They be like, it's long-winded. Why you so long? Is that you? You take a long time doing stuff? It seems like you like a person who move real slow. Cause everything I do with you I had to take my time. It's really in depth. You know what I'm saying? You see, listen, I knew it. See how the energy works? I'm like, I'm taking my time. Why is everything moving so slow? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, I see. She got the energy right. Yeah, you take your time and very studious, you know what I'm saying? And that's good because you're very meticulous and careful, you know what I'm saying? And I take my time too, and I can agree with you, bro, but sometimes. Alright, there's a quote that I pulled one time. Good things come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. Alright, boom. And this is the note from the universe. It's rather easy to let go of the past. Once you realize that no matter how differently things might have gone, you still couldn't be more loved than you now are, nor could you have more to look forward to. Don't you think? The universe. Do you think I made life too easy? Let me read that one more time so it can sink in with you. It's rather easy to let go of the past. Once you realize that no matter how differently things might have gone, you still couldn't be more loved than now you are. Nor could you have more to look forward to. Don't you think? The universe. But you got so much to look forward to. You got so much ahead of you. You got so much winning and ass kicking ahead of you, bro. I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. And it is the fullness, everything. Yeah, it's going to be challenges. There's going to be some ups and there's going to be some downs. But it's not what come at you, but how you deal with what come at you. And understand that you're blessed and you got it and you protected and you got everything that you need. You on the right path. Man, follow your instincts. Follow your intuition. Man, and claim your power. I don't want to overstep, but man, victory is in the hands of the beholder, man. I say that. Thank you, bro. Shit, man. I really appreciate you, folks. Hey, tell your friends about me. I really enjoy, man. I really enjoy doing this, man. And I'm telling you, man, I spend so much time. I've been doing this, and I'm self-taught, self-studied. I don't know if you ever seen anybody read with playing cards and anything like that, but like the information is not readily available. There ain't no. It's so much different stuff out there, bro. But then you trying to figure out what's real. You know what I'm saying? And then when you finally look at me, I'm putting something out here that people ain't even never seen nothing like this. I'm putting my reputation on the line, everything on the line. I could be ridiculed, could be the laughing stock of Twitch. Could be the laughing stock of social media, bro. You feel me? You said me and other 300 people. It is awesome, bro. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Now, them three, they probably real good with the cards too. If they reading with playing cards, they good. and they only gonna get better. But there's a lot of deep information inside the cards. Like it's layers upon layers upon layers. Just like with anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's layers upon layers. Now, I know some dynamite tarot readers. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was going. I was led to tarot at first, but I was of course led to read playing cards. But awesome tarot readers. You know what I'm saying? I'm tell you something. I have friends in church, and I remember I did a reading on Saturday, and I went to church, and the pastor was preaching about the same thing I was reading about. And what I found out is, bro, like the universe, the energy is out there, the information is out there, and I don't care where you at. If you in tune, you're gonna get it. Flat out. If you are in tune, you are gonna get it, bro. It is awesome to see all the old ways, all the old things coming back, new things coming out. And bro, I do something called I invented my own style. I have a style now. You saw the pyramid of truth right now. It's plenty of people who do pyramid style readings. You know what I'm saying? And I really like the pyramid of truth. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an awesome style. But I have invented something called astrology. All right. Which is tarot and astrology combined. Because you see, when I'm pulling the cards, I'm calling out the signs. I'm calling out the houses. I'm calling out the planets. All right. And because I have that knowledge of the cards, I say, well, damn. I wonder if it worked. And it's amazing, bro. Like if I did your personal, like I did my personal chart. I've done charts on the Titanic. I've done readings on so much information has been revealed, bro, through them charts. I've done readings on Atlantis. I mean, thank you, bro. And that's my goal. I really appreciate the feedback because I started this on myself, right? I read myself so many times. That's how I practice on myself. So, and I've done this for a long time now. So then when I see the stuff, I'm confident in what I see. And then the cards, man, look, the cards is doing it. Want the energy? Listen, I understand that everything, for real, this stuff is within us, okay? All these answers, really, this is us talking to us. You know what I'm saying? And the cards is just a mode of communication. It's like a telephone or any other mode of communication. You know what I'm saying? Simple fact is that the card, okay, the device is only as good as the person communicating. You know what I mean? But the thing about the playing cards, they so simple and plain. Even if you didn't have an extensive knowledge, if you start seeing certain things, it will resonate. Like, I don't like that. I don't like the way that look. It's right. And what I found out is that everything is always trying to work out for our highest good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've always been shown. Never have I even the most challenging readings, right? That's why I came up with the thing. Well, what's the next move? We do the reading, right? Well, now you got the reading. The reading breaks everything down for you. But then, what's the next move? What's the next move? You know what I mean? I love that part of it because the energy, the universe is conscious. You know what I'm saying? And from my experience, and it's nothing nefarious, the ancestors they move around and they evolve, and that's why I acknowledge them and I involve them. And it's amazing, bro. When I do the chart, have you ever done your birth chart? Seen your astrology? I'm nice with that too, bro. It's like, so imagine me doing you a birth chart, but a spiritual birth chart with the cards. All 54 cards. It's amazing. It's something, it's groundbreaking, bro. But it take time. I'm gonna do it on the stream, and I'm gonna do the cards, and then like I said, I pulled your pyramid, right? But I didn't write it on the paper. If I'd have put it on the paper and showed you on paper the charts and the numbers and the secret symbols, you'd have been like, "What the world?" But it's the personality, bro. It's yeah. It get the personality. That's one thing that I started with my personality because that was my journey, self discovery. I was trying to figure out like who I was, right? I didn't, So then I was like on Pisces, and I'm like, well, I'm Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, Mercury in Pisces, retrograding. I'm like, wow. And then it's talking about Pisces, all this spiritual. But I'm kind of a street dude, though. You know what I'm saying? I got Mars, my Mars in Taurus. I fight for my food, for my money, my comfort, and the second house. I fight for my everything. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, Mars in the Taurus was in the third house, but the chart is way more deeper than that. What's your what's your birthday? I don't need the year. What's your birthday? Month and day. I'm Pisces, so I love all music. Yo, my Neptune is Sagittarius, so I love everything. Rock, hard rock. I just recently got into death metal. Pisces gang. March 5th. All them fives jumping off. See all them fives? Hold up. See what card, see what your card, see what your birth card is. You're fighting Pisces. Oh yeah, bro. Cradle of the fifth. Hold on. Yo, I dig it. Everybody has a birth card, bro. See, you a five of spades. Virgo energy. You're Pisces, right? Closer to March. You're in March, so you're closer to Aries. You know what I'm saying? But the five of spades is like you are ideal researcher, yo. It's like you're a top notch researcher, bro. Oh, most definitely. Listen, if I can see your chart, listen. The sign of Pisces, your sun in Pisces, right? Sun in water. Water is emotion. Current is conscious. You're very empathic. It's the ocean, bro. Pisces is the ocean. Emotions, deep emotions, and then you closer to Aries, with Mars. You know what I'm saying? Closer to that spiritual awakening, that spiritual fire, that cardinal fire. You know what I'm saying? It's like so you very like a hot tempered type of Pisces. You know what I'm saying? You very like your emotions. You gotta watch. See Pisces closer than Mars. You gotta watch your emotions. You know what I'm saying? They throw your energy all off. See, this is the thing that people don't understand about empaths, right? Empathic. Empathic makes you susceptible to other people's emotions. That's the gift of Pisces and the curse. Right? So when I was young, by me being super, super Pisces, I was super emotional. Right? But come to find out, these were not my emotions. What I was experiencing is the environment around me, other people's anger, other people's anxiety, other people's everything, and it wasn't mine. But for a long time, I thought that was me. Then I would have times that I would snap into my real self, my jovial, sweet, Piscean self. You know what I mean? But then I have these crazy mood swings. You know, my Neptune, crazy, and Jupiter. You know, we rule by two signs. Pisces rule by two planets. We dual people. We two fish. Two fish ruled by two planets, Jupiter and Neptune, bro. One fish, the northern fish, reaches up higher off the ecliptic. The northern fish, the southern fish goes along that earthly fish. That's why we so earthbound. That southern fish swims right along the ecliptic of the sun. You know, and then depending on where your other placements at, what house you in, what you rising in. Yo, see, I be studying this, yo, bro. I studied the birth charts when I first studied you can study birth charts and everything. I studied the birth chart in crime. Let something happen, a crime happen. I study in the birth charts. Anything you can study anything in the birth charts. Everything is energy, and just by that simple placement and putting you closer, it's like a dial on the oven. You know, you moving closer to Aries, closer to that heat. If you ain't got if water and fire, it's gonna boil. Your astrology, yo, the way I see it, bro, it's so simple. I be breaking it down. But bro, it's more than that, bro. It's everything. It got your missions, it got your spiritual missions, it got your earthly missions, it got your family in there, it got your father, your mother, your children, got the women in your life, the enemies, the people who won't help you, the people who are against you, the challenges, got your blessings in there, got the things you do good, the things you need to work on. And then what I really love, it got the nodes. It got your mission on this lifetime. What you here to do? How you going to do what you came to do in this lifetime? What have you come to do? A lot of us. Next time you look at your chart, there's these things called the nodes of the moon, the north node and the south node, right? Vedic call them Rahu and Ketu, right? The south node is our comfort zones. What we used to do was these, what we always fall back into. Yeah, the past lives. Yeah, bro. I do. I do believe it because I done my own study, and I'm studying my family. See, I study the people close to me, and then I start studying the people around me that I meet. See, this is the thing. Everybody who around you is supposed to be around you. It's set up like that. Like boom, you Pisces, right? You March the 5th, right? February 23rd, 2-3. We 2-5s. So we gonna vibe, bro. We gonna vibe. Yeah, I believe in past lives. I believe in my last past life. I had a really, really rough one. I think my last one was a rough one. The chart will reveal things to you and show you that. Some people look at it as early life, early childhood, but you can look at it as past lives. But yeah, bro. If you on this planet, bro, you've had a past life. The way it's set up, we set up to have past lives. The reincarnation thing, I've been studying so much stuff, bro. I've been, getting into the Divine Mother, Sophia. I've been doing this, bro, since 2020. 2018, I started changing. 2020, when the pandemic hit. Right. We old souls, bro. But all Pisces, I don't vibe with. But it's like, some. But I ain't gonna say I don't. Some more than others. Pisces, we so susceptible to everything because we so empathic, so we so susceptible to all emotions, everything, right? We so wide open, we the ocean. We have no boundaries, we have no walls, we have no on and off. We always the ocean. We always everything, right? And so that's why we susceptible to like and then we ruled by Neptune, right? So that's why we love the music and we susceptible to all the things that can take our minds places like alcohol and drugs and you know, things like that. You feel me, bro? And Pisces is like when you look at it, right? So the sign of Pisces is the last sign on the wheel. And so it's the culmination of everything. You've been through everything. Aries. You've been through the newness, the wars, the fighting of Aries, Taurus, and then you learn how to value yourself and be sensual and learn what you like. Get the Gemini, you learn how to communicate and talk and move around. And Cancer, you learn how to nurture and be part of the family. Leo, you learn how to from the family you turn to Leo. You turn to be rule. We learn how to be leaders and rule. And then Virgo, we learn how from rulership we go into Virgo. We learn how to serve and work. You know, and then Libra, we take all that information in Libra and then we get out there. Now we out there in the world with other people and we take all the things we learn from our family and serving and we get into relationships with people. We meet our mates and the people that we do business with. Then we get in Scorpio. We transform that and we share our resources and everything. We transform. We have children. We go through that life and death process. And then Sagittarius, we go down. Then that takes us to that higher level of awareness of Sagittarius. You know, and then Capricorn, that's when we start solidifying, like, who we going to be. Who are we? Capricorn is all about, self-identification. That goat reaching the top of the mountain. But then once you get to Capricorn, you realize that that's not enough. You got to share with the people. Aquarius, what are your, you start turning your humanitarian, mentality is, and then you hit Pisces. When you hit Pisces, it's like, damn, you went through all that to get to Pisces and be like, man, we all, everything, everybody was everything that I met, everything that was, it wasn't separate. I was a part of, everything was a part of it. And we all one, and we ain't separate. It's all fate. We all one. It's when you get to Pisces, you start realizing that shit. Like, damn, bro, this shit crazy. And like then you're like, well, what am I gonna do with this shit? So that's crazy, right? So both your parents Geminis. So guess what? Both my parents Sagittarius. The opposites. You see what I'm saying? See how the energy works? Then listen. So that's the opposite, right? Gemini's, Sag, Pisces, Virgo, right? So this the thing about Pisces, Gemini's, Sagittarius, and Virgos. They all mutable, right? But they squared. And what square means is big challenges. When you see squares in your birth chart, natural squares, Pisces and Gemini's are natural square anyway. And then when you got a Pisces sun squaring off with a Gemini sun, you know what I'm saying? They got challenges, you know what I'm saying? Because the Pisces sun, you know what I'm saying, expresses itself through emotions and feelings, you know what I'm saying? And it's extremely talented and everything. But the Gemini sun, you know what I'm saying, is extremely mental, you know what I'm saying? And is not really understanding all of the emotions and everything, and they come across as cold because they very, you know what I'm saying, they're so naturally talented and they about education and learning and they quick moving and moving fast. And Pisces, sometimes we don't move so fast, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we that fish, we just it squares us off, bro, you know what I'm saying? Air and water, emotions and intellect square off. My parents Sagittarius. I got emotion squared off against fire. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius. Yeah, very matter of fact, bro. Especially when they indirect, they plan direct. Boy, and good luck out talking them. I, I could only imagine what you was going. Good luck getting a word in edgewise, bro. What's going on, everybody in the chat? It's your boy Pisces Omega up in here. One of the world's finest and most accurate card readers. You know what I'm saying? I've done some stuff on here, you know what I'm saying? Put my reputation out on here. But you know, I'm so confident in what I'm doing, especially when I get in my mode, because I do it for myself and it worked. I had this one lady, I was talking to her. She says, well, I have to go have dinner now, bro. Thanks again for the reading. We'll tell my friends about you. Take care. Most definitely, bro. And I really appreciate you, man. And good luck on your journey. And you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to your success, bro. Like I said, congratulations, bro. And if you haven't followed me, thanks for the follow. Oh, most definitely. We're going to be on here. I'm going to be posting some. Catch me on YouTube. Catch me on all the platforms, man. We're going to try to take this thing really. We need 7,000, bro. Trying to change the world, bro. To watch your thoughts. Think beautiful things. Take care of our families. You know what I'm saying? Put beautiful energy into the ether. 7,000 people, man. Me and you, right now, we didn't change the world with this, man. I'm telling you, just don't even understand how much energy we done put out here in this universe, man. Thank you for coming, bro. I appreciate you, man. I'll see you soon. It was pretty good. If I do, I mean, y'all gotta see, I got my papers everywhere. It's like a hurricane up in here, bro. Yes, sir. My man gonna get that truck. Gonna get that big dump truck. Get that big 4 license. Get that big 4. What you talking about? And we on here, man. We gonna do a big one here, Pisces Omega, man. Shit, we ain't going nowhere. Ain't here now. Got it all set up. Got it clean. I still got some more house cleaning to do, but it's gonna be all right. Everything coming along nice. Everything coming along this nicely. Who in here with me? I learned how to check and see who in the room now. I don't gotta pull cards on them. Curry, my man Curry, the light up in here. What's up, Curry? What's going on, everybody in the chat, man? I'm glad y'all coming through, man. It's your boy Pisces Omega, man. It's so late. Got the night owls up in here. Yes, sir. And you know, I'm dead wrong for this. What time is it? 4:26. All right. Y'all got me till Eastern Time's 4:26. So y'all got me till 5. Anybody want to read and get into the chat? Hey yo, I was gonna use the intuition, right? But I found the button. The users in the chat button. So I said, you know what? Let me save some of my battery. What's happening, man? What's happening, Karen? Didn't we do something, Karen? Man, you. I know we did something on. How everything working out for you, man? That's what's up, bro. Man, at work. Pull something for Kari while Kari at work. Get you some chakra wisdom cards. Like, Kari out there getting to it. We always support the hard working people. And definitely out there supporting me. Just want to give a big shout out, man, to my boy Vulcan 3 coming through, allowing me to do that beautiful reading for him. I'm set up. You see me? You see me, Karen? We on here. You like? We all we back on, baby. Cream corn. I'm running things. I'm running things. Ain't nobody messing with me on here, man. Oh, I made some pieces and I made some jewelry. Check this out, Karen. I made this. Can you see it good? I just wrapped this silver labradorite. Let me see. It don't. The camera not doing it no justice, baby. The camera is not doing it no justice. I made a couple pieces, man. I gotta make some. I made the jewelry. I got my jewelry out. My aunt on my ass because she saw me making jewelry. Oh, I made this. This aluminum and some lava rocks. Yeah, man. I know, right? Spotlight or something. Hold up. You right, Carrie. Right. That's why I put my trust here, boy. Okay. Hold up. There we go. Hold up. How that look? Can you see that? How that look, Carrie? Focus, bitch. Little something. Thank you. Little something. I'm gonna put that on when I do the because I be on here with my suits on, bro. Got the nice little blue suit. Boom, throw that on. Meow. We killing them. Bringing sexy back. Bringing sexy back to spirituality, baby. Making this thing look good. All natural, all abundance. Boy, we the whole fools of spirituality around here, bro. I'm trying to tell you, we better than them, though. Give my man Carrie a good quote. Yeah, a quote from the ancestors, bro. While you at work. I be wearing my stuff, man, out in public now. I used to didn't wear it. And people be asking me, and then they be wanting it. So I used to make it all the time. So I'm really doing it to really force myself into it. Because I enjoy doing it, though. I'm just so Pisces, so it's crazy. Got this card again, back on top again. This card for everybody in the room and my man Kanye at work. motivational quote. Many receive advice, but only the wise profit from it. To carry. Many receive advice, only the wise profit from it. And that's myself too. Cause I'm trying to go up, shorty. I'm trying to. But of course, all my treasures are laid up in heaven. Yeah, Carrie. See, people come on here and they get the good readings, and they be some dynamite readings. I be listening. I be taking the advice. I be listening. Like I'm not only the president, shit, I'm a client. And you think I don't be listening? I'm gonna give you a nice motivational quote. That's your motivational quote, Carrie. Many receive advice, only the wise profit from it. Give you some nice chakra wisdom cards. Yes, sir. You get some good chakra wisdom. Some good chakra wisdom, bro. I love these cards. I keep telling everybody how I bought them from Five and Below. Years ago, like in 2020, I keep telling the lore. It's all about the lore, I guess. People want to know the lore, bro. Like, Omega, how you get started? Well, it started way back. Thank you, good divine mother. Thank you, having found me. Thank you, vast above the universe. Thank you, divine blood and ancestors. Yeah, sure. Alright, Curry. Get you 3 chakra wisdom. Get you 3 chakra wisdom cards out. I got the little chairs out. Look, got the little chair. Got the little chair. Got the little furniture out for the cards and everything. It's doing too much now. Alright, Curry. So, the first chakra card for you, Curry, is the third chakra, the solar plexus. And so, you know that's dealing with inner peace, personal power, self-confidence, self-worth, self-acceptance, and trusting and accepting our gut feelings. You know what I mean? Personal growth areas is the self-esteem, relating to the world around us, right? And this card is the self-confidence card. So it says, I trust myself fully. I will not allow fear or doubt to hold me back from doing what I'm here to do. I have confidence, belief, and conviction in my abilities and goals. I welcome questioning by others, as this gives me a chance to clarify my truth, ideas, and philosophies. I trust in a higher power, and I am open to new challenges. Self-confidence. The first chakra, the base chakra. Again, talking about physical stability, security, self-sufficiency, responsibility for self. This is the independence card. I know what my needs are, and I actively pursue them knowing that I will be guided and provided for when I put in the effort. I open myself to all possibilities and participate fully in life. I use my imagination and my vision to initiate what I wish for, and I pursue it. I am not waiting to be rescued. I am not a victim. I am strong. Self confidence, independence. These cards be taking on a theme. I mean, carry at work. Again, the first chakra, the base chakra. Instinct. I trust that my instincts are correct, and I let my natural intuitive feelings guide me forward. I will know what I need to do and how to respond with wisdom to situations that come my way. I have an innate desire to be of service in life. As I tap into this feeling, I will know what service I am called to do. I believe in myself.